set 99-yard run highlight. It's coming. Cowboys, Vikings from Minneapolis at 8:20 Eastern Time. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first two quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Get ready, get ready.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And he'll just get rid of it. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Able to find Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Amari Rodgers there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
When you think about this strong safety position, you know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 18-yard line.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Now Murray.
Steps away to his left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. On the right side, caught by Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Green.
Pick it up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 1st down, Edmonds.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The dangerous Hill now to return. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.